Policies of this station or iHeartMedia.
News Radio Wham 1180 welcomes you to the Seniors Rock Show, presented by Benefit Representatives of America, your local Social Security and Medicare experts. The Seniors Rock Show, fun, entertaining, and important info for all adults. Join in with your comments or questions. Call 222-1180 or 1-800-295-1180. Now, live from the News Radio Wham 1180 studios in downtown Rochester, here's your host, Joanna Palvino.
Well, good morning, and thanks for joining us today. I say us because it's me, my co-host Mike Robinson, and also Noah, our iHeart studio producer. We have a couple of great guests, too. And if you want to call and join us today, by the way, you can call. It's 585-222-1180 because, yes, we are live, and that's unusual. So take advantage of that. Join us. Have some fun. Have a question, a comment. You don't even have to come on the air. You can just tell Noah, and he'll relay it to us. So our mission on Seniors Rock Radio is to bring you important information along with fun every week. So today we're going to talk about food and entertainment, which we hope will be a nice break from some of the other news that we hear every day. So to add to the festivities, we've got a contest and a prize. So listen up. It's going to happen in the next half an hour, and you might be able to get something to have some play at home. So you'll have some fun with us today, I hope. So let's get started. You might associate our first guest, Alayna Alderman. Her name might be associated with an iconic Rochester record store, and you'd be correct. But today, Alayna is here about her new role as president of Don's Original. And it's, I'll say the tagline, open year-round with the famous ground round. Remember that? And that iconic burger and the custard stand by the lake at Seabreeze. They've got some additions. You should know about them, and we're going to tell you about them today. So keep listening. Also today, we'll get a glimpse into the OFC Creations Theater Center's Broadway and Brighton series. We had a great time there last year, and it's back again. And we have actor Ellen Van Dusen. She is here to tell us about Finding Neverland and her role in this first production of the season. So, boy, I love fall, and this is part of it. We'll be talking about all of the wonderful musicals that are coming up at OFC in the months ahead, and we'll have guests, for each of those to tell you about them. And you get a little glimpse behind the curtain. So I hope you'll join us, in the future shows as well. If you like theater, we're going to be doing that every month. Alan will join us in the second half of the program. So, Mike, I know you're over there. I know you have fond memories of Don's Original, and I wanted to ask you if you have any.
Well, I sure do. Yeah, happy Saturday, Joanna. Yeah, I grew up in East Irondequoit, so I spent a lot of time back then it was Don and Bob's. But many ground steaks. My mom was a Texas hot girl, so that was her order typically. But yeah, I'm sure a lot of listeners who grew up in the area remember heading down there for a ground steak sandwich and a custard. Mm-hmm. And lots of changes over the years. So we're going to ask the new president of Don's Original and my good friend Alayna Alderman about what's new. Alayna, welcome to the Seniors Rock Show.
Thank you so much, Mike and Joanna. Thank you for having me today. It's really an honor and a pleasure to be here with you this morning. Lots of changes in my life. And Mike, I love the fact that you and I are connected in so many ways. And I'm so happy to see you. And I look forward to the next chapter, sharing this next chapter of my life with you. So yes, Don's Original, the one and only Don's Original, the original restaurant from 1945.
Yeah.
It is such an honor to be only the third owner in this 80-year-old business. And I feel that there's a lot of pressure on me to maintain this incredible business.
Yeah, I bet. It's very exciting. And I have to ask, Alayna, how did this happen? How did you get connected with Don's Original?
Well, life is strange. And there's but here's the short story. I'll make it quick. I live across the street. literally across the street from Don's Original. So, okay, any crazy stalkers, now that you know where I live, please.
I know, beach.
But life is funny and lots of changes. I just turned 60 in May, and I said to my husband a couple of years ago, what's this next chapter going to look like? Yada, yada. This wonderful opportunity presented itself to me last June, and it came by way of a phone call from one of my besties. Her name is Francine Beth, and you know her because she's the owner of Marge's Lakeside Inn.
Wow,
and
yeah.
25 years ago, she called me, say, hey, Alayna, there's a house going up for sale on the lake. You should buy it. And I thought she was crazy and didn't think I was in any position to do so, and yet I did it. And that really was kind of an impetus of when my life began. So fast forward to 25 years later, I get a phone call from her. She said, Alayna, Terry Klee, who is a lovely, lovely man. I absolutely adore him. He's been just a wonderful person to work with, and I'm just so honored that he's entrusted this next chapter to Don's Original to me, to my husband and I. She said, Terry wants to retire, and I think you should buy Don's Original. And I laughed. I said, what, are you kidding me? And here we are. So that's the short story on it. And I could not be happier. It's just a beautiful, wonderful institution. And I am going to keep it in its form as much as I can and pay homage to that. And that's where we're at.
That's awesome. And Terry Klee, I remember him when I worked years ago at the Democrat and Chronicle. I remember they had the 50th anniversary. There's a plaque on the wall. I don't know if it's still there, but my name's on that. I gave that to Terry as a gift for the 50th. Oh. So I owe you.
Well, we did some minor tweaks because, like I said, this is it's not lost on me. This is a historic landmark, and it's a very important place for this community. And I would never think to change anything that it means so much to so many people. So my role, the way I see it, as I am ushering this next chapter of Don's Original, is that I want to pay homage to it. I want to be respectful of it. It was a fabulous, and it still is a fabulous business. I will say that it just needed a little zhuzhing up. It needed a little re-energizing. It needed a reintroduction back to newer generations, because the people have so many wonderful memories, and now I'm talking to their kids and grandkids, and we want to keep those memories and traditions going.
Good. Very good. And I know, Alayna, it doesn't sound like this was sort of a lifelong dream for you to own a restaurant.
True. Fair enough. I've been in the music industry for 40 years of my life, and I still love the music business. I have a lot of friends, a lot of connections, and I will continue to be in the music business, even at Don's Original. So we're going to hint, ...
Very good.
And yeah, tell us a few of the things that are new now. I know the listeners have the memories, but we want to know what's new. What have you done since you joined? And when did that start? I mean, when were you actually on the ground there?
September 1, 2024. So we just hit our first year mark. I didn't tell anybody about it right away because it was really it was this whole big change, this upheaval in my life. And I wanted to get to know it better and make some small tweaks to it before I was ready to put my name on it. Let me just say, first and foremost, because this is really important note, is because when people hear change, they get nervous and they get, it's all different. And it's not. I can guarantee, because I just left there moments ago, that the grounds are still pie plate pressed. The onion rings are still hand sliced and hand dipped and hand battered. And all of those wonderful traditions, the food is exactly the same. So the new things that we have are breakfast sandwiches on the weekends. That's one thing. Awesome. So on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we open at 7 a.m. We have a terrific breakfast sandwich. I'm
going to interrupt you here because we're going to continue after the break, but I wanted to have a little fun here while we're talking about Don's Original, and I know people are probably getting hungry from those things you just said. So, folks, do you want to win something? We're going to do a little contest here. The first caller with the correct answer wins, okay? You'll get a gift card to Don's Original, and the question is, what is the creed that Don's Original has stood by since 1945? Don't say anything, Alayna. Okay? Call now, 222-1180, if you know the creed that Don's Original has stood by since 1945. Okay? I'm not going to say what it is. And, oops, I almost said it because going into the next segment, we're going to talk about it. And We'll see if the phone starts ringing. 222-1180 if you would like a gift card to Don's Original. We'll have some fun. We're going to take a little break here in a minute. But, okay, we have another minute or two. Alayna, sorry to interrupt you, but I wanted to get that contest going, too. So
no problem.
You talked about what you still have. Go ahead.
Yep, and the main changes are really kind of cosmetic, quite honestly.
Yeah.
We freshened it up, and there's a new look to it. We tweaked the logo a little bit, cleaned it up. We took a wall down and opened up some space so that it's way more user-friendly, especially for families and people that might need extra assistance. And it's more inclusive. There's a warm, I'm trying to get that feel back where it's fun and it's a touchstone of the community, and I want people to come join us.
Are you going to have music?
We are.
Fabulous. All right, we're going to talk more about that in a minute, folks. Stay with us. We will be right back and talk about Don's Original and what's new.
The morning news on Wham! The latest stories and weather updates and traffic every 10 minutes.
It's a great way to wake up, whether you do a double back handspring out of bed or hide under the covers and pretend it isn't happening.
News Radio, Wham! 1180.
Cavallaro Neubauer has the reliable ride your family needs, from fuel-efficient sedans to spacious SUVs. Cavallaro Neubauer, where reliability meets value, or online at cnchevy.com.
Hey, Franz Lotsbury here, and you...
All right, Alayna, we've got a winner.
How about that? That was pretty quick. And I hear our winner of the Don's Original gift card goes to Mr. John Dretto. Hey, John, thanks for listening today. That's so cool. I'm happy to present that gift card to you personally.
Excellent. And folks, if you're just tuning in, you're listening to Seniors Rock Radio, and we've been chatting with Alayna Alderman from Don's Original about what's new there. Alayna and her husband Rio are celebrating their first year as new owners of the historic Don's Original. And we all know Don's is a beloved, famous burger joint established in 1945. The Aldermans are proud to continue the tradition of this historic landmark that served the Rochester community for more than 80 years. And so, Alayna, we were kind of teasing what might be coming up here in the future. Tell us a little more.
Well, one of the many things that I'm grateful for in the last 40 years of my previous career was the relationships that I've made with all of the people in this wonderful city that we live in, and specifically the musicians. I have such amazing friendships and connections with all these talented people that live in our area, and they are all saying, Alayna, build it and we will come. When are you doing live music at Don's Original? And I said, I am working my tail off to make this happen. So it's going to have to be in little baby steps. We kind of beta tested it at Christmas time with Tegan from Tegan and the Tweeds. Mm-hmm. She and her mom did their guitars there, and it was just, we had a little Sunday morning breakfast bunch, little Christmas holiday music stuff, and it was fabulous. So now we are pursuing our beer and wine license so we can have a burger and a beer. I will say that because I think we're far enough down the road with that. And that's also important to me. So when you come see some great live music, you can enjoy a nice glass of wine. And so when that comes through, which will be sooner than later, I'm starting to line up the bands. And so, yes, we're very limited space there. We're going to do some temporary expansion, if you will. And it's going to have to be incremental. We're working on it. You're going to have to come see.
Looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm. Is Mike Robinson going to play? He's a guitar player,
Mike Robinson can play whenever he wants to play. He's got a standing invitation.
There you go. We'll have to talk to my agent about that.
Get my people with your people, right?
Yeah.
Wow. There is a lot happening. And so I have a question. Are you hiring? I mean, there's so many things going on.
We have been hiring. We have been hiring, all summer long. As you know, I see there's a lot of businesses that are challenged to find good help. We've been very fortunate to have not have that problem. We found great help. And I think one of the challenges at Don's Original is that it's very much perceived as a seasonal business, and it's not. We are open 7 days a week all year long. We make tremendous homemade soups and chili and all kinds of great sandwiches. There's a lot of other things we do besides the phenomenal burger, which we're up for best burger in Rochester. We got nominated somehow from someone. I'm still trying to figure all that out. So we're going to have a lot of fun in the fall and winter time with all of these things. And so I probably will need some additional staff, but I'm very grateful for all the people that have got us to where we are right now. The entire crew stayed on when we took it over, and they're wonderful people. So I've got a good team there.
So Alayna, you've got all kinds of great stuff there. I told you my mom was a Texas hot girl. I'm a cheeseburger with everything guy and the onion rings. What's your favorite dish?
For me, I'm a cheeseburger on a hard roll with with a side of onion rings, because those onion rings, not only are they the most delicious onion rings I've ever had, but the visual, they're just the presentation. And now seeing behind the scenes, I know the love and labor that goes into all of it. So it's terrific.
And hot sauce too, right? You got the hot sauce. That's yummy.
Our hot sauce, we're so psyched because our hot sauce, we have displays now. We're selling a ton of it, so people can grab a jar and go with it. But our hot sauce that we make on premise is just phenomenal, and so is the jarred one. They're really, thanks to Polly Guglielmo, who's bottling all that for me. So
I didn't know it was Polly. That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Tell folks how to get a hold of you if they do want, have interest in working there or getting more info.
Well, right now, so it's because we were so busy through the summer. One of the things I have not had time to do is my website and all that kind of the technical stuff, the social media. So the easiest way is just to find me. You can hit me up on social media. It's Alayna Alderman. I'm easy to find.
Easy to find, but not easy to hear, because we just had the internet freeze. But folks,
there she
again,
is. She's back.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Oh,
there
it's
we go.
cutting out.
Popped up on my screen. Yeah. So
the
easiest way. Did I get frozen in time with that? Is that what happened?
Yeah.
You did, but that's all right.
But the website is donsoriginal.com, and they are located, if you don't know it, 4900 Culver Road. That's right down in the Seabreeze area, across from the lake, across from Alayna. And we're so happy that you joined us today. We wish you every success, folks. Alayna, we'll have you back again. Maybe we'll do a remote down there one of these days.
Anytime. I'd happy to host you guys. I'd love it.
Excellent. Have a great rest of your weekend. We'll see you soon. And our next focus is on Finding Neverland with Alan Van Dusen, an actor in this first production of the Broadway and Brighton series at the OFC Creations Theater Center. Stay right there. We'll be right back.
The FBI.
Search of John Bolton's house.
Liberation Day in D.C. Something we thought we would never see. The Epstein files. President Zelensky, President Putin.
Check in throughout the day.
Every single day.
News Radio Wham 1180.
Vision is passionate about delivering the best sales and service experience at all 11 of our locations. And we're just as passionate about giving back to the Rochester area. Follow your heart to help.
I like that. But we're going to have to move on here because we have some interviewing to do. We're going to welcome our second guest now. She's been named Most Enduring Vocalist in Rochester, and she's received critical acclaim for her solo appearances with the Rochester Philharmonic Orchestra and the Boston Symphony Orchestra, to name a few. So many, I couldn't tell them all today. So Alan Van Dusen has an incredible list of past music theater highlights, but today we're going to concentrate on her role as Mrs. Du Maurier in OFC Creations' upcoming production of Finding Neverland, the musical that's opening on the 25th of this month, September, and running through October 19th. Welcome to Seniors Rock Radio, Alan.
Thank you so much. I'm delighted to be here. Delighted to speak with both you and Mike.
Thank you so much.
Great to have you. Alan, Finding Neverland, it's based on the life of J.M. Barrie, the author of Peter Pan. And it's a charming story inspired by true events relating to his relationship with a widow and her 4 sons. And as Mrs. Du Maurier, you play the mother the grandmother of the boys who inspired J.M. Barrie in writing Peter Pan. And your character is not too happy about the relationship Barrie forms with the boy's mom. Is that right?
Yes, I think so. Basically, what happens is that J.M. Barrie's at kind of a been there, done that point in his playwright career, not finding new inspiration, and he runs into this family, the mother and the four boys in Kensington Gardens in London, and they're playing pirate games and they're just running around and having fun, and he just sparks it off with them, just hits it off. And so the relationship starts with the boys and just playing with them. And then as he gets to know them, he realizes that they are suffering grief from the loss of their dad recently. And he gets to know Sylvia, the mother. And it's not like there's really a romantic spark there, but, he just is spending time with the kids and enjoying it and just having fun. And when Mrs. Du Maurier finds out about this, she's Sylvia's mother. She is not pleased because it is so improper. It's 1903 at this time. And for her widowed daughter, fairly recently widowed, it's just not proper for her to be running around with a married man. He's married to his wife, too. So, and he's not divorced or separated. I mean, they're together. So it's in her mind, she's just like, this has got to stop. I don't like the way the boys are acting. I don't like anything. She's kind of like trying to put the kibosh on it. She just is. Yeah.
Well, that's great. So you're going to be the mother-in-law. Well,
yes.
Not really. Yeah, sort of.
Sort of. Yes.
So this is it's going to be and it's a true story. And this is how he wrote Peter Pan. This is what inspired him. I think it's awesome, right?
Yes, literally. And, it is based on a movie that came out about 20 years ago. And it was just shown how the boys inspired him and how being with this family just opened up his imagination and created these wonderful characters that everyone is so familiar with in Peter Pan.
Awesome. Now, I know you, Alan, have a varied background in opera and musical theater. Do you have a favorite role?
I do. I have to admit it. The one that I've played the most often is the Mother Abbess role in Sound of Music.
Oh, that's my favorite.
Yes, she sings Climb Every Mountain, and I just love that role so much because she's a kind and compassionate person, but she's also stalwart and strong and courageous and very, very solid as a person. And I like to aspire to those qualities myself. And so playing that role just makes me feel like I've stepped into some really good shoes. Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent. Ellen, what's it like working at OFC Creations Theater Center?
Well, actually, the Sound of Music productions I've most recently done were under the auspices of OFC, and they were performed at the Century Club on East Avenue, but they also have their wonderful theater at Winton Place, and I've performed there as well in the OFC, or in the Old Farm Cafe right next door. Mm-hmm. So they have just a wealth of programs going on. They have so many wonderful things going on for kids, for teenagers, then now they've got this Broadway and Brighton professional series. They bring in wonderful performers from elsewhere to play the lead parts, and they just have a great thing going. And the Old Farm Cafe has regular entertainment as well, and they're just doing it all right. They've got so many things happening.
Sure. It's fantastic. And we're going to be talking more about OFC Creations Theater Center as we go through the next few months so that people are more familiar, because there are so many wonderful things, like you said. And what drew you to playing this part in Finding Neverland? I guess that's the last question. And then I want to tell everybody how they can get there.
Yeah, absolutely. So what you can't tell on radio is that I'm 6 feet tall, and I've always had a kind of a lower voice. So even when I was 18, I played 40, 50, 60-year-old people. I mean, I've always had to play older parts and, not so pleasant parts sometimes. I've also had to, in opera, I've played pants roles, so I'm playing a man. And so those are the roles that I am naturally drawn to. They're the ones that I can play the best. And in this case, I just think, Mrs. Du Maurier does go through a transformation. It's a time in England when there's a lot of transformation happening. And I think there's always kind of transformation happening in our current world as well. And so, you start out with these fixed opinions, and then, how it should be, and this is proper and this is wrong, and you shouldn't be doing this. And then you gradually have an opening and a relaxing of your strong things, and start to realize the joy in life. And that's what happens with Miss
There's
Story.
a message. Yeah.
Yeah,
great.
I just love that. I just think it's wonderful. And that's so much what theater is about. It's about a story that changes people, and the people in the audience get to see that change happening, and it also kind of changes them from within a little bit too. You follow the characters along, and that's just one of the most wonderful things about theater, I believe, and music.
Certainly true. And Alan, I just wanted to say thank you for joining us today. I know you're busy getting ready for Finding Neverland. And folks, if you would like to get tickets, well, first of all, I want to say thank you and goodbye to you, because we're going to move forward here. But what do you got going on this weekend? Are you practicing?
Yes, actually,
rehearsal.
Yeah, rehearsals are starting, and all the fun fittings and all that kind of stuff is happening, meeting the cast and everything. So it's going to be wonderful. I'm looking forward to it.
Excellent. Mike, any more questions for her?
No, but I'm looking forward to the show. And yeah, Alan, thanks so much. It's a great story, and I know it's going to be a great production. So we'll all look forward to it.
Thank you so much for having me on. Appreciate
Alan
it.
Van Dusen, folks, thank you for joining us. We'll look forward to seeing you. And listeners, go to ofccreations.com, see all of the wonderful performances that are coming to that location in Winton Place, OFC Creations. It's easy to get show tickets or get in line and get season subscriber. That's got a lot of amazing discounts. So check it out, ofccreations.com. We'll be right back with more of Seniors Rock after the break.
The following events
are happening now. Send troops into an American city. They need help.
Cashless bail.
End it.
Redistricting fight.
follow the events of the day.
Talks between Russia and Ukraine.
Check in often.
Follow events very closely.
Use radio. Wham 1180.
Drive the sedan that has it all. The 2025 Honda Accord LX at Ralph Honda. Sleek, smart, loaded with tech, and only $209 a month. Ralph Honda, getting you there for 3 generations. 2025 Honda Accord LX CVT, 36 monthly, $7,495 down plus taxes and fees due at signing. For qualified buyers, see dealer for details.
Wham 1180.
Welcome back to Seniors Rock. And yet that song makes me want to have a good time, I'll tell you that. But everybody should be getting ready for a good time, because the Good Times Place is coming, and it's here actually, Hannah Z. Hannah Z, H-A-N-N-A-Z, is a social adult program. And that's where days are filled with connecting with friends, enjoying music, getting creative, or just relaxing. With home-style meals and even a beauty salon, this home away from home brings joy, connection, and purpose to all that enter. Hannah Z Social Adult Day Program, now open in Rochester. Go to hannahz.org. Hannah Z, where fun never gets old.
Yeah, but we do, and that's okay, right? That's the whole point of our program.
That's right.
So that's good. So, well, that was another great show, great guests. Looking forward to taking advantage of both Don's original and the production at OFC Theater. Today, or I should say, Joanna, this month, it is National Suicide Prevention Month, and I just wanted to remind folks, if you need some support along those lines, you can dial 988. That's the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. It's available 24/7. It's free and confidential. So don't hesitate to reach out if you need. A little bit of rain today, which I know is welcome for a lot of us, and I appreciate all the folks doing the tour to Teddy this morning. I guess they're probably about wrapping up. They're right around Keuka Lake, so hope the rain didn't put too much of a damper on there. If there's been some great stuff going on in the sky this past week, but the cloud cover has gotten in the way of it, so it's been a little bit of an issue. I just wanted to mention, there's a total lunar eclipse tomorrow. And they refer to it as the blood moon, and it's going to last for nearly 90 minutes. We're not going to be able to see it here because we're on the other side of the planet, but I know we have at least one listener who can see it, our favorite harmonica player, Pierre, listens to us from France. So Pierre, if you're listening, you're going to need to catch it right at dusk, but you'll be able to catch some of that. Let's see, what else? Red Wings finish up their last homestand for the season this coming week. And I know at least one night they've got $5 tickets. So that would be, that would be good.
What a fun time going to the game. It is fun.
It is. It really is. So, but folks, thanks again for spending part of your Saturday morning with us. I hope you do have a good week coming up. Go Bills, right? The season started out well with a Chiefs loss last night, so let's keep it going tomorrow night with a win. And as always, be well and be kind.
Thank you, Mike. And, we have a couple minutes left here, and Alayna from Don's Original was kind enough to say, hey, let's give away another gift card to Don's Original. So if you we didn't say what the answer was earlier, so if you know what the creed is that Don's Original has been using since 1945, if you know what they say, it's kind of a tag, then call right now, 222-1180. The first person to call with the right answer is going to get a gift card. So 222-1180 is the number. While we're waiting, I'm going to ask you a question. When was the last time you cleaned your air ducts? If you can't remember, chances are your family's breathing dust, allergens, even mold that's been hiding in your vents. Yuck. So, time to call Indoor Air Professionals for a thorough duct cleaning. Clean air ducts mean cleaner air and a healthier home. Indoor Air Professionals are air duct cleaning service, and they remove dust, pet dander, and contaminants. So every breath you take is fresher, safer, and easier. Don't wait. Protect your family's health, improve your air quality, and even help your system run more efficiently. The time is now, folks, 3 weeks out from the fall duct cleaning rush and closing up the house. That's what happens. Everybody wants to get it done. So call today, get your appointment scheduled, and $150 off. 585-427-8020. That's 585-427-8020 for Peter Gordon. Clean air starts with clean ducts. Indoor Air Pros are the best, so do that. And next week we'll have Deborah Ross, publisher of Kids Out and About .com and BeyondTheNest.com. Deborah always has interesting ideas for getting out and enjoying yourself, so please come back next week at 11. We'll be live again, and Peter Gordon from Indoor Air Professionals will be here. So if you have questions for him, you can give us a ring, 222-1180. I see Noah answering the phone, so I think we got a winner here. If it gives me the name, I'll tell you who it is. And thank you for joining us today. We'd appreciate you telling your friends and family about the show. And, so Bill, congratulations. I see you won the gift card. Go on down to Don's. Have a fun time this weekend, folks, and don't forget, Seniors Rock.
For the important events of today.
Something new and important.
Control our capital city. Federal control summit with Putin.
Land swap.
Check in.
The most important thing.
Throughout the day.
Tracking our next weather event.
Events in my day-to-day.
Rochester's news, weather, and traffic station. News Radio Wham! 1180.
Every Vision vehicle comes with the unbeatable Vision Care Package. That's a lifetime of value built in that no one else offers. All that plus the best price. It's time to follow your heart to the all-new Vision Automotive.
Comfort windows, comfort doors. Watch as the sun's rays shine down through your floor. Replaced with our windows, we build them locally. They are the pride of New York, a lifetime guarantee. Whoa, take a look at a door to replace. A deck, a sunroom, siding, add more living space. Update your windows, roofing, insulation too. It's Comfort Windows.
A Comfort, we're more than just a window company. We're a window manufacturer. Windows handcrafted by Comfort employees, installed by Comfort employees, backed by our lifetime comfort guarantee. Now that's single source satisfaction, and we're the only ones to offer it across New York State. Now that's peace of mind by people that care in your community.
Upgrade now and save 10% with 0% financing and pay nothing until your project is installed.
All from the name you know, the people you trust. Visit ComfortWindows.com and schedule your free estimate today.
For qualified buyers, see store for details.
If you've been waiting for the best prices on a new hot tub, the wait's over. It's Design Pool & Spa's annual Pick Your Price event, September 4th through the 7th.